everyone, 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞 here with the MCM Hunter. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to flip mid-century modern and vintage furniture. I'm going to buy my furniture off of Facebook Marketplace, give you some tips and tools on what to look out for in buying and finding valuable items. Also, I'm going to bring them home, spruce them up a little bit, and then resell them. So if you're interested in selling furniture, particularly vintage or MCM furniture, just keep watching. So now it's time to start finding these cool items to flip. And I know you're asking, Jay, what do I do? So I always follow my BUD model that is proven to be pretty effective. BUD as in B as in brand, U as in unique, and then D as in the details. The B part, or the brand, means that we're always looking for cool brand items. For instance, Lane, Broyhill, Harmony House, those are cool brands that I find that people spend more of a premium on to get. Now, some ways that I find the brand is just by simply looking up the brand. For instance, going into Facebook Marketplace and typing MCM Lane. That's a cool way that I can find whatever Lane items are for sale in MCM. Now, these might be more expensive, but if you keep looking, you can find some cool items that need a little work. And that's how you find your best potential to flip. The U is a unique. When I'm looking through Facebook Marketplace, I'm just trying to find unique, cool items that either I haven't seen before or that spark my interest. I find that if it sparks my interest, it probably sparks the seller's interest as well. Sorry, the buyer's interest as well. And lastly, D is in the details. I find that if you can find furniture with small, minute craftsman details in them, those are the most valuable and the most desirable pieces of furniture. For instance, I just found this Lane coffee table. Now, in my opinion, I knew it was Lane going into it, but if I had known that was Lane, just looking at the picture and looking at the details and how the wood is inlaid in the other piece of wood, that'd be something I would buy on the spot because there's so much details. The craftsmanship is high on that piece, and to be honest, it's a quality piece. So now let's get into how I actually find these items on Facebook Marketplace. As you can see up front, the Facebook algorithm has given me cool suggestions based off my previous searches. I have a lot of mid-century modern pieces like that table. It's kind of old, kind of new, but not really interested in that. And so from there, I'm just looking around, seeing what I can find. There's a Harmony House piece that I talked about. It goes back to that brand aspect that I was talking about. But to start off, I just type mid-century modern furniture and I keep it that simple, and I'm just scrolling. I'm looking, I'm trying to find cool pieces, something that sparks me, something that sparks my interest, something that just makes me say, wow, like this piece right here. Cool gentleman's chest. Super expensive, but really cool. Going back again, just looking for items that are really cool. This goes back to the brand aspect. Here's another Brandon Bassett, and I'm just searching again. Just looking, trying to see if something that sparks. And here's something else. Really cool Brutalist gentleman's chest. So continue to look, trying to search, trying to find the best deals. I know I'm only showing pictures and items that are super expensive, but like I said, this is what I do. Just scrolling all the time. Just looking, just searching, see what I can find. So sorry I wasn't able to get this on video, but I actually found a cool mid-century modern estate sale. A lady was selling a bunch of cool mid-century modern items, and so I messaged her. I basically said, do you have these items available? And if so, are you interested in selling? So I messaged her. Like I said, there's a picture of the cool items. Just going through, messaging her, just showing you my messages to make sure and just show you guys that this is legit. You can make money. There's a picture of the cool tables that I ended up getting, and to be honest, to be completely transparent, I ended up buying pretty much all this furniture shown in these messages because it was such a good price, such a good deal. I ended up having to rent a trailer from Home Depot to even pick up all these items. So super excited about this haul. Now let's get into the restoration project of this. So now that I've gotten this cool Lane coffee table in my hands and touched it and looked at it and admired how cool it was, I realized that there are some minor scratches and that it kind of needs a little sprucing up. I think that the final finish has fallen off or has been scraped off or just, you know, weathered off over time. So in order to bring it back to its former glory, I'm going to head to the hardware store, either get some oil or some polish, and just kind of restore it back to the original days so that I can sell this item for a premium. So let's head to the hardware store. So I just got back from the hardware store and I was able to pick up the secret sauce. Yes, the secret sauce. Say that 10 times fast. And yes, the secret sauce is Restore Finish by Howard's. I'll put the link down in the description, but this is the walnut finish. Super cool. I think it will go really well with this table. Actually, let me show you the table, which is right behind me. Go really well with this table. So let's get into it. So I want to give you a first look of the table. Like I said, a few scratches, a few dings, and sorry about the pine straw, and I'm outside in my driveway, but yeah, here's what it looks like. Here's the finish before. Kind of want to give you a before and after. There's the Restore Finish, but yeah, let's get into the restoration. So yeah, there's the Restore Finish, and just to save the earth, I'm reusing my Amazon plastic bag. Now it says on the directions that you're not supposed to put this directly on the table, so that's why I'm putting it on the Amazon packaging. So just get a little dabble, get my paper towel, got a little dabble of the Restore Finish, and I'm just going in small circles. As you can see, you can instantly see the difference and the change in the table from just that little piece of Restore Finish. So really amazing. I'm going to continue to do this to the whole piece, just going around in that small circular motion. But yeah, super interested, and it looks really, really cool already. At the halfway mark, you can really see the significant difference that the Restore Finish made. So here's the final product, and look how it just glistens in the sun. I mean, it has its sheen back. It came back to life. Just really cool. Look at the inlays. Look at everything on this piece of wood, this piece of furniture. Look at the wood. You can hardly see the scratches in it. That Restore Finish really just brought this wood out, this walnut out, and it's a really cool piece. I mean, just look at it. Man. So now it comes to the important part of pricing this item. So I do a couple things, but I find the most effective is to go on this website called First Dibs and Google what you think you have. In this case, like I said, I know the brand, which is Lane, and through research I figured out that it was an acclaim table. So I go on First Dibs, type in Lane acclaim table, and find the similar results. So I found that there's one here for 950 bucks. Now what you have to realize about First Dibs is this is the highest of the highest end in regards to pricing, in regards to quality of items. So what I usually do is take the price that they have on there and slash it in half. So for instance, if this piece on here is what, 950 bucks, then I usually post it for around 475 to 450 bucks. So this is what I'm doing in this instance, and let's see how it does. So now that I got my price, it's time to take really good stage pictures. As you see, I'm taking a few flicks, really in front of my couch at home, just staging it, showing what a nice piece it is. So now it's time to market it and to show and to sell it. So I just go to simple, keep it simple, go to Facebook Marketplace. I upload my picture that I just took. Keeping it simple, giving it a descriptive title. just making sure that the viewers and the buyers know what it is. So I know in this instance is a 𝐤𝐤𝐤 table, and I want the buyers to know that. So in order to do that, I just essentially type 𝐤𝐤𝐤 table or some type of variation of that in my title. Now, like I said, I'm putting the price on there, and I want to make sure, before I put the price, I want to make sure to emphasize the acclaim part because I did my research on the back end. Now, it's time to put the price. And so, like I decided, it was $450. And then I'm just going to put a short, quick description. Something that shows the viewers what it is really quick, but also doesn't bog them down. I don't want the buyers to do a bunch of reading. So I just put a quick description, very quick, very easy, and I also put the dimensions as well. So on to the next step. So just want to give you an update on this 𝐤𝐤𝐤 table. So after I posted it on Facebook Marketplace for $450, I sat in my booth and waited, and after a week it sold. And what I want you to realize is, number one, I think that the price was pretty accurate, because usually if I price the item too low, then it sells instantly. And if I price it too high, then it takes 2, 3, 4 months to sell. So right around that week point is when you want to realize, like, if it's not selling within that week, maybe adjust your pricing, maybe figure out ways to adjust your post. But yeah, so super excited. Like I said, I bought this piece for $100. I ended up selling for $450. So that's a $350 profit on maybe 2 hours of work. So yeah. So like I said, it is definitely possible to make a bunch of money flipping furniture, specifically MCM furniture. I know that Midcentury monitoring is more of a niche in regards to furniture, but like any type of furniture, if you find it for a good price, if you put in a little work, and if you do the back-end research, you can make a ton of money on doing that. So thank you for stopping with me today. I know I showed you the ins and outs on flipping furniture, but thank you again for being with me today. And like always, if you like my content, if you find that the video today was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This helped me going forward, providing more informative content to all of y'all. Thanks again, and have a good day.